remember back home, you know, when you were sitting out behind the house, crunching on the old get settled, trying to get things together, you couldn't make up your mind. You kind of halfway knew what you wanted to do, but you didn't have it all together. You know. But you did know you wanted to travel, ain't that right?
What's up, Echo? Want to know why? What's up? Good to see you. Want to know why knives? I thought it was. I don't know why it just says want to know why. Maybe you changed it.
Same for you. So you have to get out there and hitchhike.
Trying to pull up my other
It don't make no difference.
screen here.
I'm going.
I remembered.
I know I gotta
I
get.
remembered
I'm going anyway.
to charge it.
Whatever happens, let it happen.
So hopefully I can see comments up here. I was totally missing comments last week. I went in. Oh god, the volume's up. Okay. When I got done streaming last week, I went inside and I saw on my girl's computer. Okay, you changed it. I saw comments on her computer that I definitely did not see when I was live. So, turn this down a little. Here's mine. This is the one I carry every day. It's not my best work. I keep thinking about taking it apart and making it thinner. But I haven't done yet. The blade. It's starting to get that patina on it. This one didn't get milled liners either. You can see it's scratched up. Anyway. Busy in the kitchen, but we'll be listening. Awesome. That's what Cola's doing. What's up, Mouse? Good to see you, Mr. Mouse. So here's my knife. Uh, I beveled, did the bevels on the clip point yesterday. Came out really nice. I'm a little worried that I'm going to have room to put a nail nick on this one now without it being in the liner. I have to figure that out. Because I did a video and someone asked where the nail nick was going to go on the Warncliffe because it was like under the clip point. But I was able to change this area here, take it off the kick on this one, drops the tip down, and then I took it off the back on the other one and brings it up. So anyway, I don't know if I'm making any sense. You can see the Warncliffe blade there now though. The nail nick on that one will go right there. I don't know what I'm going to do on this one, but it's all working. So there's the clip point. And here's the Warncliffe. I beveled this one already too. I've hand sanded this one up to 180 now. The Warncliffe is ground. Oh, I'm not showing. It's ground really thin. They're both really thin, but the Warncliffe especially. What's up, Crab? Yeah, you think? I mean, this grind came out really good. They both did. This one's not as nice looking because I've hand sanded it. When I get it all sanded up, it will. But you know, I don't usually leave like a machine look on my blades, but if I was, this would be the one because it did come out really clean. Came out even. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna hand sand it up. Anyway, I got my springs almost perfect now also, so They're flush in all three positions. The half stop and the closed position are just the tiniest bit high still, I hope. And I'll do that. I'll finish that when I got liners and all that. Yes, this is that same song I did. Well, this is I don't want to say because YouTube might pick up on it. SRV and Albert King. That's what I'm listening to. What's the best grip for us? I don't know. Never used it. A 10-inch commemorative knife would be cool. We'll call it the Whackmaster. All right. So next is I need to get some liners. So this is gonna be my liners. This is 3 pieces of 40 thousandths nickel silver glued together. Um, I got my holes all drilled. You can see I circled the ones I want on the backside. So I'm going to take all the knife stuff off, and then I'm just going to clamp these onto here. And then I'm going to set this up in my milling machine like this clamped on the back, and drill my holes. That's how I did the last one. It worked really good. It's like an upside to using the aluminum over my piece of wood I was using. And then we'll have our 3 liners, and then I'll start shaping them and all that. I'm done with this stuff here until I got liners with bolsters and handles and all that, and then we'll finish sand everything up real nice. Okay, anyway, trying to figure out what I'm doing. It's getting hot in here. It's that time of year, like I turn the air on, it's cold after like 40 minutes. And then I turned it off, now it's getting hot again. Yeah, I should. I mean, you see what I do. I use the same center hole almost every time. And sometimes, you get lucky and they line up, and then you can, whatever, just drill more holes. You saw my board. I did finally throw the board away. And I got this one. I made 2. This is all the aluminum I had left. This one's unmolested. So if I need a fresh one, I have it. But it would add up if I had to buy a 1/4-inch piece of aluminum for every knife. And I'm just not consistent enough to make them exactly the same. I suppose if I could be. Yes, I cannot forget my nail nicks. That's right. I need to do that. This one here is going to be tricky, man. There's not enough room to put it right here. My liner's going to have to like swoop down. Alright, I got a lot of swedge on there, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm also been doing this. I don't know if this will make any sense, but I've been using this piece. I use this for something else, but I've been using this piece on my liner. So my bolster, like I'll solder my bolster on here, and I'll use this, and I'll put it in the hole for the pivot pin, and then that'll set where my bolster goes and sets the angle of it this way. And then the one I used that I had a cap on, I did the same thing. It fit down here, so I might end up making one of these little to line up my handle material and my bolster material. A little piece like this for each knife, and then you can also use it to cut the piece that goes in between the 2 bolsters. That's been a handy little thing. And then that hole I've been using for the bushings, to lap the bushings and keep them straight. I'm missing Take the day off from work so you can go home and sleep in the bed and have some fun with the boys. Okay. I mean, I'm not at work. I'm in my garage, but and this is fun with the boys. Yes, Frank, it is. I'm gonna start working here in just a second, but I'll show you. So there's the clip point blade, and then I'm not gonna open it all the way because it's hard to open the Warncliffe when I do that. You gotta be careful; this don't pop off the board too. And there's the Warncliffe. Another thing, Frank, I was missing comments last week, and I'm almost positive it was you that asked about shields. Um, and the answer, it was a good question, but I didn't see it. The answer is no, I've never done a shield, but I do want to. I've sat down twice now and tried to file one out of, well, here's one I was marking to try to file out a shield. These scraps of liner material I have laying around, I've tried to file a shield out of it twice, and I can never get it to um, symmetrical. That's the word I'm looking for. And then I just ended up throwing them away, but I'll try again. One of these days I'll get a shield filed out that I'm happy with, that's like straight, even. And then I'll try to put it in a knife. Okay, right now I just want to even up these edges. Yeah, it came out nice. I did that one yesterday. The only thing I did working on this yesterday was that, grind that clip point. Okay, hopefully, usually I'll take something and mark around this, but I'll usually clean it off and dye it again. So I got a nice crisp line, so I know where my everything is, but hopefully I'll be able to see this. And this spring here, a lot of this is going to get taken off. Like it'll probably round around like this or something. I'm not sure yet. A lot of that's going to be gone. Oh, I got a new tube. I've been saying for like 2 years now, I'm almost out of semichrome. I got, oh, look at that. And now it's not for sale in California. I'm still not ready to throw that away though. A little dabble do ya. if y'all can see it. I'm trying to take this apart. So I'm going to use these to squeeze down on the spring, and then this other pair to pull this pin out, hopefully. I'm going to make sure I keep all this stuff exactly where it goes now. Alright, so that's how I'm going to put it on there. Okay, yeah, I'm live. Sorry, I'm getting like messages here asking me if I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, so now we'll drill that one, and that one. I gotta get this all set up in here though. Which is kind of a little tricky. So this is the hard part about this is I have to get my parallels on this part, or it gets wonky. Right on, it's all good. I was like, what do you mean, am I okay? Am I okay? Well, I guess I'm back. Yeah, I was definitely buffering. What's up, Yorga? Apparently I was missing chats too. There's all kinds of chats I didn't see. Mostly y'all talking back and forth, but that's cool. Okay. had to reset my little power line adapter thing. They work good when they work, but they like to not work at important times. Really important to get all these lined up, or everything I've done so far will be for naught. Did I tighten this thing? Whatever you have in your hand is a hammer, right? Yes, I did answer Frank's question. Thank you. See, Frank, I was telling her about Frank asked a good question and I didn't see it. I would have answered that. All of a sudden, I got comments. Can you tell me about the different bits you're using? All right, so I'm drilling an 1/8 inch hole. This is an 1/8 inch reamer, and that's like 0.123 or 0.120 or something. It's just a little bit under the 0.125 that this one is. So I'm drilling it with that one first, and then this one. I must be on a different channel. I'm not sure. I'm just drilling one hole just a little bit smaller than what I want, and then I'm drilling the size I want with the reamer. So hopefully get them exactly pin size. And then on this, like on the pivot hole, I'll show this one day, where the bolster is and the pin goes through, I'll use a tapered reamer on that one from the outside to kind of make a cone shape in there for when I pin it together. It helps lock it all in. But down in the center there where the blade pivots and all that, it'll still be at only an 1/8 inch. I'm trying to be real careful. Sometimes I push too hard and I put a little divot on the liner around the hole. So that's why I'm trying to go real slow. And I don't like moving it. That's why I drill the first one and then I change it out and finish. So I don't want to move the machine at all. I want them all to just hopefully line up perfectly. We're about to find out here in a minute how good I did. And it's easy to like set these down and then not know which ones are which and whatever, so I do keep them together and put them away so I don't have to go finding them and measuring stuff. You don't see some of the people I'm talking to. So hit the little, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like the little cog wheel, and make sure you're on uh, all messages or something, not top chat. That's the best I got for you. three dots on my phone. On my phone, there's three dots on the top right, and you click those, and then you go to the chat filter, and you click that and go to all messages. That might be what's going on. That's not just on verticals. Okay. Alright, so now we've got our holes all drilled. Let's take these out real quick. Yeah, YouTube will decide who it thinks you need to see. They'll just decide, oh, they don't need to talk to this person if you don't do that. Sand that little burr off of there. That sucks because I wanted it dyed. Alright. Well, here, let's do it all the way. And you can see how it kind of left high spots. What's that, Prepper 101? Yeah. You know, there's a way you can watch verticals in the horizontal format too. If y'all want to do that. See, Crab, this is that song I did on my video. I mean, we both did it on a video. That's the best part of the song. Don't want nobody hanging around. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, we'll let this dry for a second. And then I should be able to just put this on here and assemble it all onto this board again. Trace my back spring. Trace around my blade. And then I'll cut this and grind to the back spring, and then we'll start figuring out what the shape on this side is going to be. Yeah, that's what Crab said too. I'm not drinking, I'm drinking Folgers. This is actually a happy blues song, I think. This one. No, that's not what song it is. It's I don't even know what the name of the song is, honestly. I typed the words into Google, and it's like at the outskirts of town or something. I don't want to play it too loud because I'm going to get busted, but I might already be getting busted. I did have it going kind of loud earlier. Oh, y'all aren't seeing what I'm doing. I'm waiting for this stuff to dry. It's getting there. I'll do a safety meeting real quick. But yes, anyways, I'm going to go back to shields because shields is something I want to do. It's something I've been wanting to do. Like I said, I've tried to make a couple. That's one thing, is the only places I've found you can order them. they don't have them in nickel silver. You can only order them in stainless, which I guess is all right. I could do that. But then I have to get stainless pins, um, and I use nickel silver on everything. So I just thought I'd get them. I'd use nickel silver ones. Uh, so that's one of the reasons I haven't just bought any. Um, I don't even know what you're saying. A red house. Anyway, I might try to file an easier shape, like I don't know. Thought about doing an oval or something. I don't know. Yeah, OSHA's here. I really wanted to put a shield on one of the white-handled knives, the two white-handled knives I did, but it just ain't happened yet. It's gonna. Okay. I hate oiling this thing every time, but it just doesn't work very good if you don't. It's just something else for me to clean off now, but yeah, yeah, you gotta have safety meetings. They're essential. She's like, I'm gonna totally try to find the name of this song. Let me see, is there a description? Can I find a description? There it is, description. It's an hour and 30-minute video, so it's a bunch of songs. It's got no description. Go watch my shorts. I mean, it's on there. Okay, let's get this. Okay, I don't want this pushing. I might have to do this way. It's kind of awkward now because the blades are like lifted up off of the aluminum. I want to make sure nothing goes cattywampus and wants to slip off while I'm putting this last pin in here. Sometimes I gotta tap it in a little bit with the hammer too. Started. clamp is in the way. Hopefully everything doesn't go flying. Alright, so it fits on the liners. So now I'm going to scribe the back spring. I'll close it and I'll scribe the blades. I'll actually scribe all the way around the spring probably. Anyway, we got to remove all this material and then this stuff here to make our little shape. It's supposed to be about like this when I get done. Except for this one only shows a bolster on the end. I'm pretty sure I'm doing an end cap too. Scribe. I don't know if I really need to scribe this or not. Kinda, I mean, I'm gonna have to sand it out if I do it. No, we're not gonna do that. We'll do this. Okay, take it back apart. Shit, it went to a commercial. I thought my internet was buffering. 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 Okay. I had that pair of pliers and I just used them. And the red handled one. Oh my god, I haven't even got up. There they are. It's hard to get just the right tension with the channel lock, so I have to like constantly kind of change the amount of pressure, because if you go too far it binds up that way too. So hopefully it'll be the last time I have to do this. A little bit closer to the spring. I ain't got it to move at all. Okay. smash the blade in there. Okay, let's see if we can get it off like this. This is the best part. The part where I'm struggling. I don't think it's even in the, not in the aluminum anymore. Sometimes if you don't hold the vice grips or the channel locks just right, it's not even pushing on both strings. So it's binding up right on the two springs. Alright, there we go. This. There you go, Frank. I think it was Frank. It came out awesome. Even the bushings, there's a 1,000th difference, so even the bushings have to go to the same spot. Oh man, they're not. The glue's coming loose. Damn. It's like on just that one. I gotta glue that back together. Right on, Snake Slayer. Is this the song you were talking about? The Thrill Is Gone? I went to the store. I was trying to find some more of this, and they didn't have none. I was bragging about how good it works too, and that's what just came apart. So maybe it's not as great. You know, if I don't know, I'm gonna do a test here. I want to see if they tagged this product in this video. I just said it. So now they're probably gonna. I wasn't gonna say the name of it because they totally. The one I used JB Weld on, they totally tagged JB Weld in the video. Um, Maybe they'll tag JB Weld now because I'm talking about it. I don't know. See what it does. Damn, I know there's some in here. It might be plugged. I just used it yesterday. Can barely hear me. Music. Oh my god. Alright, that's the best I got for right now. I know who it is. I wasn't gonna tell everyone else, but you did. What do we got? We got 10 people. Alright. Let this dry for a minute and then I'll start shaping them. If it pops apart again, I'll have to stop and glue it together again. The music. Yeah, was the song you were saying The Thrill Is Gone? I'll go back. Yeah, it wasn't the Red House. No, The Sky Is Crying. That's the one you were saying. Okay. I mean, it's rolled on and playing video after video now, so it's probably coming because it's playing blues. It's going to play all the popular ones. the longest commercials ever. Talk about this. I think I was totally going to use the ram's horn for this knife, and I might, but I'm thinking I'm going to use this red bone. It was Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's moved on now. Here you go. The thrill is gone. Yeah, I think I might use this. I don't know. It'll look like that's what that is. Starts out, that's what it'll look like. Yeah, they both are cool. I don't know. I've never used this stuff. I didn't know I had this. I found it in a toolbox hidden down in the bottom. There's some micarta in there too that I haven't dug out. But I think, it's my first two blade. It should have one of these. Shouldn't have micarta. Still got this. I don't even look. Oh, I don't know. I need to cut into it and see what it looks like. This is so ugly. It's supposed to be mint green. It looks like glow in the dark. I wanted like a 1950s refrigerator green. I got a glow in the dark, whatever green. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do one of those two. I'm kind of leaning more towards the red bone. Yes, I love Stevie Ray Vaughan too. We probably don't listen to that enough. Alright. Hopefully it's dry. I think we'll start on the bandsaw. Emerald. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, maybe that stuff looks cooler when I sand it and do all that, but right now it looks pretty dumb. Okay, what am I doing here? I don't have any of the OD stuff right now. I'll probably get some more next time. I don't know. I kind of got burnt out on it. I do like it, but I used a lot of it. So a little while there, I can smell it getting hot. Yeah, I'm probably going to take quite a bit more off of there. Pretty close to the back. I could probably even get the springs in there. I'm close enough. Need to figure out this. I guess we could look at our pattern. That's what it's for. Yeah. I don't know. The bandsaw doesn't scare. It scares a lot of people. A lot of people tell me about it. It is the one that shot sparks on me. That was kind of cool. So here's my pattern. How close am I to my pattern? I'm pretty close. Um, I wish I traced. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. You can see that line. That's the Warncliffe blade. I wish I'd have traced the other one separate, the clip point. But something about like that's what we're gonna do. Just scratch that on there. So that line's my blade. This is about where I'm gonna. I might need to swoop this down more to get a nail nick in here somewhere on this blade. Oh no, I'm winging it. I never made one of these. Hopefully, hopefully I get it all to work and then I don't forget to make the dang pattern. I get so ready to put them together that I could just trace the knife and have a pattern that worked. And at the time when I should do it, I forget because I'm ready to be done. Yes, exactly, Frank. If I can remember to trace it. It should be easy. That's the thing about the foot pedal. That last one there, I didn't mean to do that one. Okay. I want this corner way rounder, but I'll probably wait till I get the springs in there. I'll let that cool off for a second. You know, it's looking like a knife now, huh? I'm gonna try to split all these apart and then put it together in the liners. And then I'll probably end it here for the day after that. But that'll be the first time, like, it's actually put together. It's warm. I want to sand a little more off of it. So, and yeah, this corner here I want to be rounder. How do you create? I mean trial and error is how I. Here's the trick here. However far it is from the center here to here where you're locking up at is how far you need it to be from there to there, and then from here to here, if you drew a line, same thing. Now if you're talking about like up here, I just kind of I mill out the pocket before I heat treat them, but then I do grind it. And I just kind of get them fitting in there pretty good. And then you gotta preload your spring, of course, because it's got to be pushing down on the. No, I don't have a Bridgeport. I've got a little benchtop Precision Matthews PM25 or something it is. It's just big enough to do the stuff I need to do, which is about the only thing I do is that, and I will mill relieve my little on the inside of the liners here so the tang don't rub on them. And I got a little rotary table on there I do that on. And I drill all my holes on it. No, these are slip joints I'm making. I've never done a liner lock. They're interesting. But yeah, I've never done one. Oh yeah, there's no, this is three, this is slip joints, 2 blade. So there's actually 3 liners. The outside one's and the center one in here. They're all glued together right now. So they're only 40 thousandths each. I want to do a lock back too. I'll probably do a lock back before I do a liner lock. Alright, let's do a little more and then we'll try to put this together. I'm going to try to get it just warm enough that it pops apart when I drop it. that sucks. Uh, we had a water heater issue about a couple weeks ago. Our power went out, and then when it came back on, it tripped the breaker on the water heater. And then I noticed our water heater wasn't really working very good. It was barely working, and one of the elements had went out. Hit and run sucks too. I mean, that really sucks. Now we're back to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Thinking of going tankless, doing the install myself. I was out shopping prices, products. Yeah. This is like the same shape all my knives have. They all end up with this shape. And that's why I want this. I want that gone. I want it rounder there. I want it to look a little bit different. The center liner, this one's going to be interesting to mill the relief in. So I have to do it on both sides. I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, I don't know shit about water heaters, man. I know enough that I put a new element in ours and I installed it. It's electric though. Freaking burrs are holding me up. I can't get the burrs off because the glue is holding the edge up just high enough that it won't clean the burr off in the grinder. You could sand it off. Problem is, you start sanding on these liners every time you want to clean them off. They're only 40 thousandths thick. You start losing some liner material before you know it. It's not very hard. It doesn't take much sanding to really remove some material. So, rock it on the edge a little so I can get the no, I just glued these together with this. This is all I use on these knives. I don't use, I quit using epoxy on them. I had more handles pop off with epoxy than I ever do with this. And once you get it all pinned together, you don't really need the glue. Because I'll put pins, like this one's going to have, so it's going to be like this will be my handle material. It's going to have bolsters soldered on each end. And then I'll put a pin right there that only holds the scale on. I'll put one right there, and then it'll have the center pin through it also. So, but yeah, the epoxy, something about brass and nickel silver and the materials I was using, epoxy just did not like to hold it on. These came apart pretty easily because I knew I wanted them to come apart, so I didn't clean them very good before I glued them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it a lot of times. On my fixed blades, I use epoxy. Alright, I've been going for longer than I thought already. I'm going to try to put this thing together, and then I'll call it a night. I'll have to, like, set up my little jig here in the vise, but it's got to do 2 blades. I just used a little piece of tape. Just needed 1 pin. Now I got to be 2 of them. I probably need a little space. That's hopefully that's right. All right, dude. I think I've seen those on your channel. I saw some liner locks. All right, I got to think about what I'm doing. So this is the left side. Yeah, I saw those. They look pretty cool. I can already tell there's going to be lots of material to take off here. The handle just looks too big for the blade. What am I doing? I guess we'll put the spring. This is my first time putting it together this way. The way it's actually going to go. So we'll do the spring. We'll do our center liner. Maybe. Our bushing. Our other blade. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Spring. I want to make sure some of the blade is sticking out so I'll be able to get them back open when I close them. Not much. Hopefully I can grab that and open it. The other liner. I don't know how these dudes do fucking 10 blades and shit. I feel like every knife's got like a spot where you want to push on it. Get it all to line up just right. I might need to sand the liners down just a little more. Starts pushing. Let's rounded the end of that a little bit. Don't want to get it stuck in there either. All right. A lot of shaping to do. My handle's way too big for my blades. But it's alright because we got too much handle. The blades disappear into it. I should totally oil it. I hope I can get them open. Oh, dude. I'm gonna have to use pliers. When I do open them here in a second, before I close them again, I'll take some more material out of here. And we'll flush up the back. But man, it all fits together pretty nice. Get the liners shaped up and then I'll mill them. And then I will, food is done. Yeah, I'm getting there real quick. Um, I'll put my bolsters on and then I'll do my handle material and then I'll polish everything up, the blades and Maker's Market, all that stuff. We'll put it together. I may or may not be done by next week. Probably not. Let's scratch these up. Oh, that hurts to do. It's nice and snappy though. I'm not closing it. I mean, I might have to try to put nail nick right there on this one. I'll open it. Kind of needs to be further out on it though, because it is not an easy pull. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, it will actually. It still is pretty stiff. When I take some more material off the back here. All right, good night, y'all. I'm out of here.